Yeah, this isn't Shisendo. Shisendo's right up there. I'll show you that. If you could look up Shisendo, it's really beautiful. It was a hermitage that actually has turned into a temple now. They do that a lot here. So anyway, this is sorry. Go ahead. Oh, okay, good. That wasn't the one I showed you. That was a more local temple. This is the walk up the road up to your place, and then if we turn in here, this is where I didn't come this way. There's a lot of nice houses here. This one's very very nice. It's a really big house. This is the gate, and they have a lot of yeah. And then this one I think at the corner is really cute too. I This is the first time I've seen this. I don't know what this is. It's an odd shape for and little parks. So I like I was saying, this is a really great area. I mean, it's not right in the middle of the city, but it's really nice. Okay, good. Okay. So and here's another nice house that they've renovated. And these are the Kuda. You know Kuda, right? The storehouses. Anything anything that's shaped like this, well, they added onto it, which is a little weird. But the white building, see, that's the main house. Um, and then they have their storehouses. The really rich people would have had a couple. This one, I think, had a couple. This is a really nice house, and that's their storehouse. They're typically this shape. They're not. They're usually plastered though. That's a really beautiful house. This is about 150 years old. This house. So let's see. Let's see if I remember how to get up here. This way. I've never come this way. Oh yeah, you're right here, I guess. I think that's it. Yeah. And there's an old woman in the back of your house. That's the house right there. You see, if you go straight up, and she's farming. So that's what I was saying. You're surrounded. See the one, hold on, let me see if I could zoom in here. I don't know what I could do. Oh yeah, does that work for you zooming in or no? Do you see the one, the sticking up one right there that sticks up a little? That's the other house that I was saying it's not as nice. Yours is the one, the left side here, the lower one. So we'll come around. Yeah, I mean, we could work on that. You see, actually, right now, that's why I wanted to come when it's sunny. Um, the sun's coming from where I'm standing right now, so this is south, and so we could open up the back roof. Oh, it looks like there's some glass tiles maybe on that. It can't be. I don't think. We could look, but we could and pop the roof off over there, or and get a lot of light in. I assume you like light. Okay, you didn't send it yet, right? You didn't send it yet, did you? Okay. So anyway, where she's farming is the back of that's the property behind you. And then this is the property. So that's to the south. This is to the west. And then this is it right here. Um, okay, good. That's good. And then this is the front of it. So you see here, you can make a really nice, this is the alleyway that leads to it. There's two alleyways, and they both lead to this house, which I think is better. The other one doesn't really do those. And I think you can make a really nice set of stairs here, I think it would be nice to walk up here, as opposed to, I'll show you the other one here. If we walk out here, I mean, this is the main road. It's not really that main, but you see another nice house here. Um, and it ends right here, pretty much, the street. So then you come up. This is the street I came up last time with the real estate guy. Uh, and let's see, here's another little cute kuda. See, that's another storehouse. So those white little boxes that look like that, these are all kuda, they're called. You can look those up. I'll send something on you. Kuda. Yeah, they're storehouses. And they're very interesting. You see how thick the doors, the walls are they're about a foot thick of solid earth. And they close all the doors when there's a fire that would be imminently coming. And then they light some candles in there because they make it airtight and it burns all the oxygen out of it. Anyway, so this is the other alleyway, but you see, that's also your house, your house, I'm saying, the one I would recommend. Yeah. This is the other one. I showed you a photo. It's really not that good. That's how this is how they used to get light in. You see, it's a skylight with the, but we can lift up. What I would do is I would recommend lifting up the back part of the roof, and you would get a lot of light, and we could actually get a small loft or something if you'd like that. I think with that, um, which I don't know. I wouldn't. We could do a loft. I don't think it's totally illegal. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't say that in writing. I think no one's, it's not, um, it's not. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just confused you. Yeah, I'm coming in the one on the west. If you're looking on your map, so it'll be the west one, and they're not connected, by the way, at the moment. No, they're two separate houses. So this is this one, and this is the one that I just walked by. So this is the one on the east, and it goes very close, but it's totally separate from the other house, which is very good actually. So they can knock that house down, and it won't affect this. And we can work on this is rare. In the city, you would never get the space. In the city, you would always have them a party wall. So this is the one on the east side here. I'll open up both. Oh, hold on a second. I don't think they're locked. No. So this is one on the east side that seems a little smaller. So I'll go in. Anyway, this would be the approach, I would say. Right, this. So that's why I was coming in this one first. And I would picture that taking these stones down and reworking them into some kind of steps. So this would be the entryway, and it's a nice little entryway. You could have a little garden or something. Um, well, I got his right, the bottom right. Hold on, let me switch. Wait. Can you put it back up? Let me just see. I have you on the small view because I want to see what I'm showing you. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, can you put that back up, please, again? No, hold on a second. Get a little closer to the camera. No, wait a second. Does it say which way is north? So I think you're holding it backwards. Sorry. So yeah, turn it upside down. So now I'm coming into the bottom right side. Bottom right side on your side. Sorry, it's the closest corner to you at the bottom. No, a little bit more. Those are the two. Okay, here. What you're just pointing at, those two bumps of these two things sticking out in the front. Those are the two bumps that you're looking at. And then look here, this is the door right there. Correct. Yep. And then you get two little long, narrow. Here, I'll show you in a second. Hold on. You get two really long, narrow rooms, which is weird. I don't know why they're like that. So this would be the entryway that I'm thinking. And I would definitely, there's no reason why we can't make steps here, right? So it'd be much better this is a better feeling, I think, than the other alleyway. And this house isn't that bad. They renovated it kind of interestingly. You'll be getting obviously close to these neighbors, I think, because it's so close. So let's just go in quickly. And the two, yeah, and the old kitchen from the other one. So I don't know why it's divided into two like this. I can't figure out this is totally useless, right? We would have to take this apart and make it larger. So it's, if you could see, so they get those two spaces, which are fairly large once you make them together. That could be a large kitchen and then a living space here. I don't know. However, I haven't really thought about it. And then you have your front, which is the entryway, the genkan, but it's very large. Typically, they're large in Japan, in Kyoto. Um, so a guest could come in this way too, because these doors, right, that you saw, again, typically in Kyoto, this isn't downtown, but you see, it's got the stone there, and these are the much nicer doors. These are really nice doors. There's nothing like this left in the other house. That's why I would. Yeah, we'll have to see how weatherproof. Well, yeah, we can make them. They're not that weatherproof, so. But this is would be where the guest goes in, and this would be actually the back door to the kitchen. You would, and okay, so I mean, it seems fairly large to me. I'm telling you, it seems large. I could take you through the other one quickly just to show you what I'm talking about. Um, and I, yeah, we could get rid of this if you want. We could. I wouldn't take it out of this room because that's cute. I like this tokonoma. They make these tokonomas. Which way is better for you, by the way? Sideways or like this? Okay, so that's the tokonoma, right? Which is the alcove, but they're called. It's called a tsuri tokonoma, hanging tokonoma, because this room isn't big enough. They feel to put one. We could put one. We could put one if you'd like, but it's very typical. In the house, I'm doing another house right now. It's got the same thing, and I'm doing another machiya down in Kyoto, right next to the hotel that I've designed. We're gonna attach it to the hotel. We're gonna make it part of the hotel. It's got the same thing. Um, and so I would probably open up this side if I were you. I'm not sure. We'll see. And we could even possibly connect between these two. So anyway, because this is all a very large genkan entryway, right? Not, I don't think it's really necessary to have it this large. So, but this is kind of nice. It's facing north. It gets a lot of light, but it's northern light. And as I said, I would probably try to get the light from the south here on this side. And I don't even know if there's whose fence. That looks like that's this wall, which, so we can make it more transparent if you'd like to, because then you see the garden, which I think is kind of, it's just a farm pretty much. So it's mostly greenery. So you can see, we can make it do a very typical Japanese where you don't see through, but you can kind of sense through, see they call it, I don't know, Yamadote, Yamaote, where they shift the planks of wood on each side. So you kind of get air through them. We'd have to figure out where the bathroom would go. The toilet is right back here. It's typically along the garden. We would make this back into a garden, obviously. Depending upon how you want to do it, because gardens are usually separate, and it depends. You could, unless you wanted to put big rocks, you could do that after. The only thing we'd have to get in is large rocks, but I don't think we'd need that. So yeah, I can't go through the house, but these could even use this easily, make this into interior space, right? There's no reason for this if it's going to be connected. So this could all be one big room, actually, which would, yeah, there's a lot of potential here, I think. Let me see. So then when you come in here, it seems much more compartmentalized, but we could, again, take care of this. This was the kitchen. They're always very long, narrow kitchens. You can see the faucet. And so, yeah, I would definitely connect it through here, because you see, this seems more tight to me a little bit. And this room is oriented in the other direction. Oh, another one of those, because it's the same carpenters. Another one of those, and they're probably back to back. I haven't looked on the plans yet. So here, then you could see the farm next, or the farm, I don't know what you say. It's not a farm, just vegetable gardens for next door. Yeah. So, but this is great. And the thing is, the other negative thing about, look what happens. You see the land starts going up, right? and it goes up over there to the house next door. So that's not the greatest thing either, to have it at a higher level than, the other house. So that was another disadvantage of the house next door. So I think hands down, this one is way better. You see, and this is the problem. The real estate guy can't figure that out. He doesn't have the imagination to see what is good quality and what's not good quality. See, all of that was built very recently, this thing, like in the 80s. Okay. So this is, okay. Go ahead. Finish, please. Okay. No, I'm gonna actually, what I'll do is I'll come with my, like I said, my contractor first. There's no, okay, it's a way different system than Japan. First of all, I mean, than the US. It's, first of all, it is as is. But second of all, like I said, there's nothing that's that big that costs $100,000. There's nothing that can be that hidden. Because look, everything we got to get pretty much all the floors up anyway. So we're not gonna you need new pipes anyway. All the pipes are too old anyway. So that's not an issue. That would have been included in the renovation anyway. I'll check with him the tiles. I mean, I've been doing this for since 2001, so 21 years. So I know pretty much from looking at it what kind of shape it's in. Let me get a little farther away to see the tile. They're replacing, you can see the tile, the roof tile. So they're replacing them where needed. And they don't look that old. These are all roof tiles under here. So anyway, I think they're doing both of them. They're doing, oh, thank God they did them. You see, they picked the really ugly ones. Yours has all still the nice ones. And what's nice about them is they're not the original ones. So they'll last. And if we do something like, raise the back a little, to get the light in, then it would be, here you can see the whole woman. I'll go back here again. Okay. The biggest challenge by far would be if you want to add space besides, like a second floor, because it's typically not it's typically not legal. So, but like I said, they don't ever, it's not like the US. You can't count that as space because of, it would say it's unregistered if you ever want to sell it, but people don't not buy something because of that. It's totally different. It's much more lax here. And to me, okay, go ahead, sorry. If you pick up that space in the middle too, and then we could add a loft, which would be, I think, doable and give you tons of light from the south, which is the southern light you want, right? You want the southern light because you'll get it in the winter time, but not in the summertime. And if we do that, then I think I don't really see anything. Well, like I said, technical things, I'll come back with my contractor and we'll look through it for a few hours, half a day or something. And then I'll get his opinion on it too. When you send me the stuff, we could talk about that again. Um, well, I do have to look here. We'll probably, is this tile? These are pretty low ceilings here. So we will have to deal with this. This is the first time I've seen it. This part is really low. So we will have to work on this wing. You see the other ones, this was nice. I don't know if you can see, it goes way up there. I'm in the two kitchens, the weird kitchens, they look like two kitchens together. And hold on, I'll go out on the way out. I'll look to see, is that tile? Or is it just, it doesn't matter either way. It's got to be, that has to be reworked because it's too low. But we can work on that. That's not a big deal either. I think the only Uh, so I don't really see no anything. I mean, like all these doors, a lot of these doors and these windows are really nice. See, this has all the original stuff, which the other one doesn't. So you see all those, which these are still nice. They're not weatherproof, so we'll have to talk about that. And these too. So what we probably have to do is weatherproof. I mean, you're not going to do a lot. The winters aren't. Oh well, you're in what, Davis? Well, we have to redo all the floors anyway, so I would recommend doing what I just did in the hotel for the first time because they just came out with the system. It's using the regular heat pumps that they always use here, but not off the wall. And if we could, for this small house, well, it wouldn't be that much money. It'd be about $10,000 to $15,000 to put in all floor heating and floor. It's floor heating slash air conditioning. Everything comes from the floor. Radiant. So it costs less than typical systems. It's a really good system. If we could, I would recommend using that, and then your wife would be perfectly comfortable. The other way to do it is create zones. Like this room, you probably wouldn't. I mean, we probably would put doors with there's another set of doors you could see right here that could put in so that this room would probably be colder. I don't think we'd be able to weatherproof that. It would be really nice in the summer and all other months, but the winter you probably wouldn't use that as much. We could put glass doors here, which would help, but if we have that floor heating in there, might be sufficient. I'm not sure. Uh, Anyway, I would highly recommend that. I'm going to put that in a house I just got. I got a house about 6 months ago that there's no question I'm going to put that in my house. Can you try? Get little kids from next door. Oh, konnichiwa. You can see those are the guys that live next door. Okay, sorry. So yeah, let's see. What time do you have right now? Okay, so we're almost up here anyway. But okay, have you seen enough on site right now, you think? Anything else you want to see? There's going to be some, I can guarantee you there's going to be some rot. And I don't know if the termites, but it's not a big thing here. It's not the same thing as there because termites, it's not like pine and really cheap woods here that are, spruce and stuff that termites eat easily. So it's not as a big deal. And we could just assume that there are. So don't worry, that would be included in the estimate. I mean, yeah, in the renovation, whatever. Okay. Yes, that can be done easily. I would assume, suggest in the other side on the eastern of the house. Yeah, the guy I work with does ski architecture, which is tea house architecture. So they're professionals in that. So that would be easy to do. Yeah. I mean, again, it's a little bit more money because that work craftsmanship is a little more. Uh, So yeah, I would probably, again, I would probably make one of these. This, I don't know, it's almost like two wings. So I would say, let's see, and this is, I would say probably turn this one into the western one. So it still has, they could both face south. This would be the western one, and the one right on the other side would be the east, would be the Japanese one. Yeah. Okay. I would recommend this all being tatami. Um, and tatami, yeah, if you do Western style with the wood, it'll be warmer too because it warms up quicker than tatami. Because even when we use floor heating under the floor, I insist on using all natural. So even in the hotel, which is very rare, I've used, it's just a thinner version of tatami with real rush, real tatami. That's not the fake stuff. I would never use that. They usually say you need to use that for floor heating, but so you just have to know that tatami kind of acts as a insulator, so it takes a lot longer to warm up than let's say a regular wood floor. Yeah, kotatsu. If you'd want the tea house, I would say I wouldn't put it in the big room, although you could. It depends how many people you want. This would be a really cute little tea house, I think, right here. It would be only two mats, which is very Sen no Rikyu made two mat tea houses. Well, okay, and the people I work with, they specialize in this. They just do this as favors for me to do, cheaper renovations like this too that aren't the same quality because those are really high end usually, and so they're perfect because we just ask them, and I talk to them about what they think is the best way to do it. So well, I would say come back one more time next week. I'll come back with my. There's no rush to make an offer yet. So what I would do is let them know that I want to come again. I'll come with my contractor next week, early next week or mid next week, and then I could show you again if we have any time. And then um, then they would see that we're interested because they're coming back 3 or 4 times, and then probably I would think right before you go to your retreat, which is the beginning of April, right? You said hello. Okay. Well, I would say right at the end of this month, in the beginning, right then, put the offer in a low ball offer, so that it usually takes them about a week to get back to us anyway with a low ball offer. I mean, if you're really low, but then they have to think about it, and if there's any family members, they have to talk about it. So it usually takes a little while. But I think with this house, we can go really low in the beginning, like not what you're used to. Probably like 100,000, I think, at first to offer, and see what they say. Um, okay, and I mean, I doubt they'll do that. The only time that's ever happened, I will have my real estate agent give them some information on how I do this because I've done like 30 or 40 of these, and they're done usually much nicer than what people know. So if I've done that, I did that with another house that I got, and I was able to get it a lot cheaper because they wanted to just make sure that the house wasn't going to get knocked down, which is very typical. And they were assured that, with me doing that, it wasn't going to get knocked down. So yeah, so even with this size, I have not. Yeah, I don't think if you wanted that heating and this, a little tea house type room, that 100,000 probably would not be sufficient to do the whole thing. So we'll have to talk about that and see what you think your possible, what would a possible budget would be. Okay. Did you say one thing I've been forgetting to ask? Did you say you would pay in cash for the house? Because that could help. That'll help, I think, too. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, they don't have to worry. That's another step that doesn't. Yeah, that we don't have to go through. This is weird. Oh, okay. 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 Well, you know that exact schedule. Let me know that too, and I'll try to schedule around then. Okay. Okay. I think, yeah, hopefully we can get it for 120. And then that would work out perfectly because, um, yeah, I think if from what we were talking about, then if there were 120, that would be the 10,000, right? You would get 10,000 off and then I'd get the 10,000 and we'd be done with that, which would be the best way, right? So, and then we'll have to talk about the details like, I think the deposit I could probably put down, or you can um, figure out. Well, wait a second. What is goes first? Yeah, yeah. First, we know the price anyway, so we could do the deposit, and you could just transfer money into my U.S. account, and I could do it here. That would probably be the easiest. And then, and then I think, what the next step would probably be better if you go through the real estate agent. Um, I think. Let's just see. We could talk about that and see what you're most comfortable with. Um, but he said he could do that. He does that for Rob. So is that how he does it? I'm not even technically sure how Rob does it. So, and this guy, okay, and this guy is really honest. So I don't think there's any issue at all with him. So, yeah, I like only working with really good people, and the contract is the same way. So I trust him 100%. So, all right, that would be the next step. So let me see when I can set up a meeting with him to come here. I think it'll have to be early next week or next week sometime. So I'll let you know the schedule of that, and then we'll talk about what the next steps would be. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize. Yeah, I had it off for a little while. I don't know what's happening. So um, I'm gonna ride off over here though because I came up on my bicycle. So yeah. So here I'll try to keep it, and you can see the limit. Okay. I'm going back the same way because I actually think this is more interesting. Actually, and you see the mountains; they're really close. Actually, right behind. They're very close. So if you like hiking, um, be like a less than a 5 minute walk, I think, to the trails. I don't think so. I don't. Um, I can't imagine. No, and I think as I said, they usually would tell you if someone else is interested. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this spell off. Usually they'll tell us if someone else is uh, getting involved, and as well, I mean, technically they can't let anyone else get involved once they put the deposit down, but um, they usually don't like dealing with multiple offers, which is more typical in the US, right? Especially in California. No, that's that's the whole name of the game. No, is to get multiple bidders, right? Uh, that that's happen here, and there's not. Well, that was the one disadvantage that I was saying to you that it's not that a Japanese person wouldn't buy that, but it's more likely that another foreigner would buy it. So I don't know. Japanese are very, as you know, they're very stuck in their ways. So I don't know. It's not that far from a station though, so that's the good thing about it. This, what did it say? 10 or 11 minutes, I think it said, to the station. So this is all your neighborhood. Sorry, I'm going down fast because now it's downhill, and I got to get back. I told you it's a really, really nuts, nice shop too. I don't know what it was. It might have been Skimono. Yeah, okay. So then we're going to be getting down here. You'll see at this corner. So if you, I don't know if you ride your bike, but if you do, it's very close to this, which is more of, it's not downtown, but it's the biggest street around here. This one up here will be probably, this is where you're going to find the supermarket. So I think there's one right close to here. There's everything on this street. You know, this is a big street. So that's what's nice about Kyoto is you just come down and you're, you know, even my house, which is in the middle of the city, it's very quiet because it just goes back a few streets. So anyway, yeah. This is Shirakawa. Yes, very good. Yeah, that's how close it is on bicycle. It's about a 10-minute walk. Yeah, so I'm telling you, it's a very good location. It's not a very far walk up the hill into the mountains. So the mountains are very close in Kyoto. That's what I like about it. So, I mean, you kids can go play in there and you can go hiking anytime very easily. Nah, don't worry about that. I'll take care of that with the real estate agent. I'll let him know that I want to, that we're very interested. I'll let him know that for now, and I'll just say I have to go by with the contractor. Okay. Okay. No, usually it's the offer first. So, and I don't think they do it any other way here. So, so here is the big intersection. We could probably cut off here, which this is Kitaoji. If you want the intersection of Kitaoji and Shirakawa. And so that's about, again, about a 15-minute walk if you walk, but you saw how quickly it is by bicycle. So it's not like you're out in the boondocks. It's just, I mean, I think it's a really perfect location, actually. Okay. No, actually, no, I haven't been up there. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna have to get going. I have to get back to my site and change. So, all right, I'll let you know what happens when I go and talk again with my contractor. Okay. All right. Thank you. You too. See you. Good night. Bye bye.